Okay, welcome to the meeting highlights. And I have to tell you, boring. It was so boring today. Um, I should tell you, today is Saturday, September 8th, and we're going to do the meeting highlights. But there really weren't any highlights. There were a lot of lowlights, if I have to tell you. Because, let me start off with one of the lowlights, which I knew was coming. So it really wasn't a low light because I planned for it, even though you don't want to plan to have a gain. But I planned on having a good time on my birthday, which I did have a good time on my birthday. I planned on eating what I wanted. I had a 0-point breakfast. I had saved 35 of my smart points, but I had a very high sodium dinner yesterday. And the beans were really fattening. All my food was fattening. I'll just start off with that. All my food was fattening, but I enjoyed my birthday. It was one day, and I'm back on track today. I'm gonna plan my weekend. I'm gonna follow my menu from I did last weekend because I did really well last weekend. I stayed on track, and I plan on doing that again today. But I did have a 2.4 gain. But the good news, I always like to look at a positive. That's the negative. The negative was that I gained 2.4. But the positive is that I'm still in the 20s. Because if you follow me, you know, I don't like getting back into the set of numbers I just left. It's like, goodbye, see you later, get out of here. I don't want to see you again. It's like what they say, visitors are like fish and, what is it? Something. You guys will help me because you always do. But I know it's something like people that overstay their welcome are like fish and, no. Anyway, if you stay too long, it's like fish. Fish goes bad after so many days and it starts to smell. That's the whole gist of it. But thank you. Thank you in advance because I know someone knows what that saying is, even though I can't remember it. I know it's fish and something else. Goes bad in 3 days or whatever. But anyway, did I show you that I gained 2.4? And I put no excuses. I was trying to find a sticker that said no regrets because I really don't have a regret. I really, truly don't have a regret. I know for a fact that this is not going to be a steadily going downhill ride for me. I am on a roller coaster and I'm going up and down and up and down and up and down, which is better than a merry-go-round that just goes round and round and you stay right where you're at. If I had to pick a ride to go on, although I don't like roller coasters, I would go on a roller coaster because it always reminds me of a line in Parenthood when the grandma was saying that she would have rather been on the roller coaster because it goes up and down and you enjoy life. You have your highs and your lows and you learn along the way things about yourself. Whereas if you go on the merry-go-round, it's just all around, round and round, and it's just monotonous. And I don't want to live a monotonous life. I want to live a full life where I enjoy myself and on special occasions go off a little bit. But know that today I'm back on track. It was one day. There's 365 days in a year. And, you know, like you're going to go off on Christmas and you're going to go off on your birthday and you're going to go off on your anniversary. And, you know, there's probably, of the 365 days, I'm going to give you that there's maybe 25 days, let's say, 25 days that you're going to go crazy, whether it's a graduation party, a barbecue, a birthday party, a shower, a wedding, an anniversary. You're always gonna go off. If you're really living your life, you're gonna go off. But then you have 340 days to stay on track. 340, 25. Look at that. Look at that scale. It's like this is way up there better. And so it's just better to enjoy your life. And don't deprive yourself because nobody wants to be around a Debbie Downer. They just don't want to be around a Debbie Downer. And it's just, and I feel bad if your name is Debbie. I'm so sorry. Because if you were Sandy, you'd be sexy Sandy, sassy Sandy, stupendous Sandy. I can come up with better ones with Debonair Debbie, Dashing Debbie. There's so many. There really are. But you know what? It's somehow I got some poor Debbie in the world was like a Doubting Debbie or a Downer Debbie. And, you know, they kind of blew it for everybody else. And so when we find that Debbie, we're going to put her in a corner. But anyway, the book was about max your app. And they kind of somewhat talked about the app, which I have on my phone, which is what I film on, so I can't really show you. So what I do plan on doing is I'm going to film the pages, and I'll go really slow. And there's like 4 pages that tell you how to use your app. Because I know a lot of you are an online member. And it's kind of hard to ask questions and stuff. So you can just scroll it and freeze screen, free shot the screen, take a screenshot the screen, and then, look at it at your leisure and see if it's going to help you out or anything, because, like I said, it was just really boring. All I can do is just talk about my experience of gaining the weight, and it's just, it's like life. It's life. It's all I can say. And in the past, I would have got on the scale and I would have thought, oh my gosh, I gained 2.4. What's the point? What's the point? I can't eat with what I want and when I want it. And if you've been on this a while and you're really learning how to follow your program like I am, I enjoyed everything I ate, but I didn't eat it in excess like I would have in the past. I did rein myself in, and if you saw my picture and you saw that plate, you think, Sandy, you reined yourself in? That was reining yourself in? Oh, trust me, that was reining myself in. That was big time reining myself in, because the old Sandy would have had that plate overflowing, and she would have went back for seconds, and she would have made a plate for today. She would have. I know that. But I was content with what I ate. I was not feeling very well later in the day because my body's not used to that. My body's used to healthy foods now. But that doesn't mean that I'm going to remember, because I am going to forget, and I'm going to eat something, and then I'm going to say, why did I eat that? I have no regrets with that turtle cake, because that was just as good as I remembered, and it was delicious, let me tell you. And I just know it's the secret to this program, and the secret to losing weight, in my opinion, and I am by no means a genius. You're a genius. That's from Ice Age. That was Sid. We say that in my family a lot. The secret to this program is to live your life and enjoy your life. This is my opinion. I should state that. It's my opinion. It's not Weight Watchers' opinion. This is my own personal opinion. Live your life. Don't beat yourself up for little mistakes that you make. Sorry about that. I got a phone call. I got to remember where I left off. Anyway, like I said, it's my opinion, not Weight Watchers' opinion. This is not what they say, but my opinion is to live your life, enjoy your life. Don't beat yourself up if you go off one day. Just get right back on it. Don't wait until your next weigh-in. Don't wait until like the following Monday or whatever. Right the next day. If you can do it the very next meal, that's even better, but sometimes that's not possible. But if you can do it the very next meal, you're going to have success. I am very slow moving with this. I have lost 70, well, now I've only lost 75 pounds. I think that is, let me make sure, I don't want to quote the wrong, 74.6. But I was up to 77 pounds even. I think that that's probably in what, 12 and 9, 21 months. And so in 21 months, which is not, that's like 3 pounds a month. Let's be like a little less than a pound a week. But you know what? If I wouldn't have gone on this program and I wouldn't have had the right mentality, I would have probably gained another 50 pounds, because I was steadily working my way up. And I've learned along the way that, I can have this and I can have that, and that's not going to work for me, and this is going to work for me. I have learned that I can't ever have pop. I don't drink pop anymore. It was hard. I'm not going to say it was easy. It was hard, but you can do it. Anybody can do it. You just have to have the right, and they always say it's always about your mind frame. It really is truly about your mind frame. Anybody can say if you ate grapefruit for a week, and that's all you ate for a week, is that you could have a 5-pound loss. You're going to eat grapefruit for the week. You really are going to eat grapefruit for the week. But I got an itchy nose. Sorry. Got to kiss a fool, and there's nobody here but me. But nobody wants to eat grapefruit for a week to lose 5 pounds. And then let's face it, after you lose the 5 pounds and you go back to eating, you're going to gain at least 3 of it back. So did you really lose 5 pounds? You lost 2 pounds and you had a miserable week. No. Eat what you want, enjoy what you want, enjoy your life, go on moving along, and lose a pound a week. You're gonna stay with it. And then your body's going to adjust these more easily, and you're not going to have all that hanging flab. And I don't know. Like I said, I'm not a doctor. I'm just not a doctor. But enough of that. I'm sorry, because the meeting was so boring today. It was so boring. And next Saturday, I'm going to be in Canada, so I'm not going to hit a meeting. But I'm thinking I might go on Monday and pick up a book, because next Monday's the meeting I really wanted to go to. It's how to get back on track. It's going to be the perfect meeting. So I think I'm going to go on Monday night to a meeting, and I'll probably film my meeting highlights, but I won't post it until next Saturday about the same time. So it'll still be a next Saturday. I'll still do a meeting highlights, but it'll be from a perspective earlier in the week. You just won't know that. I could have not even told you, but I'm not going to get weighed, so you wouldn't see my weigh-in. So I would have told you at that point anyhow. Anyway, the recipe is for rigatoni with turkey sausage and kale. They had me till they said kale. I'm not a big fan of kale. It's just not. I'm just not. But that's the book. In a word, boring. But for my birthday yesterday, I know I keep going on about it, but you know, it's still September. It's still my birthday. Whatever. But I bought myself some earrings. See? I used some of my birthday money and bought earrings. And the reason I bought the earrings, even though I had a 2-pound gain, 2.4 to be exact, but the reason I did was because when I look in the mirror, I'm going to remember, okay, you had your fun. It was your birthday. You lived your life. Now let's get back to work. And that's what my plan is. So when I get up in the morning and I brush my hair and I see my earrings, I'm going to say, you know what, Sandy? Let's make today the day we get back on track. Okay. Once again, I know probably somebody from Weight Watchers is going to see this and they're going to say, well, we were just trying to help. It wasn't encouraging. I mean, I know how, maybe it's because I know how to work the phone. That could be, I'll give them that I know how to work the phone. But the reason I know how to work the phone is when I attended the first meeting, they showed me how to do it. But I don't know. Give this video a like, even though I rambled on about a bunch of nonsense. Subscribe if you're new to my channel. I do a weekly highlight. I also do a daily vlog Monday through Saturday. Once in a while I throw in recipes. I throw in collabs when I'm invited. I do those. I'm part of the 100-mile challenge with Michelle over at My Everyday Wife Life. And what else do I do? I do shout outs. I love doing shout outs. I acknowledge people. I talk to your when you make a comment, like once or twice a week, I mention your name and bring out your comment and we discuss it, because a lot of times people don't read other people's comments and it really could be something really important that you might miss out on. So I will see you either on my daily vlog or next week for another meeting highlight. Well, I almost forgot to show you the book. Well, that wouldn't work, would it? So maybe this will help you if you don't know how to work your app on your phone or on your computer. Now go over to page 3. Like I said, I'm trying to fix it so that you can just do a screenshot and then go back and see it how you want to read it. So I'm going to go like that. Maybe I go like this and then you can just make it bigger after you do the phone. And then we'll turn the page. And here's the other page. I'm trying my best. If I was better at editing, I could figure out a better way to do this, but that is not my strong suit. And it's just like what to do, rock the digital experience. I'll go over there, maybe you can screenshot it and make it bigger. And the last page is just the recipe. Okay, I hope that helps. Show you the book again.